Hey, you coming? You coming? Good boy. Good boy. Hey, good boy. Today I'm trying my hand at woodland photography, and I discovered it's not quite as easy as it appears on some other vloggers' videos. But at least I'm getting out, I'm taking some pictures, and I'm having some fun. Hey, look at this Duke. Hey, that's nice. That's lovely. That's interesting as well. That's interesting. That's nice. We can focus on that. Well, I'm taking pictures in an area I've not actually explored before, and the reason I'm here is because Duke refused to walk where we went before. He's sitting back there just now. I'm not sure if he's going to walk this far at all, but it looks like a lovely beach area, so there's lots of colour, and it's a misty day as well. And all the photography vlogs of late have been talking about, not all of them, but the ones I've been watching for woodland photography, I've been talking about getting out on a misty day, and it's nice to get photographs in a misty day. Which for me is really hard, because I like my photographs to be colourful, punchy, contrasty and sharp. So on a day like this, it's almost the opposite, and I really want to have everything kind of subdued, which it might be hard for me because it's not my style, but I'm going to give it a try if Duke will let me walk anywhere. If you watched the previous episode of Accessible Photography, you'll have seen that I was up in Perthshire and I was heading up to Glenafric, and I was planning on a week up there, and the result was I actually got 1 day, and I had to come back because Duke needed to get to a vet quite quickly, and we're looking at probably a month or so of not being out very much with Duke because he's got a mass growing inside him. They think it's a fatty mass. He's got lumps on the outside as well, and it's going to be very expensive to get him scanned and operated on, and hopefully everything will be fine. But the walks will probably be limited, so I may be going out without him a few times because it's getting difficult with him just now, which is a shame really. And see, currently where I am, I say I'm in amongst beech trees. I'm actually in amongst oak trees, and I can tell I'm amongst oak trees because I'm getting pelted by bits of acorn because there's red squirrels above me munching away on the acorns. I saw one run across this path straight up this tree as I got out the car, and that was another one that just fell down. Just the cases for the nuts and the outer shells of the nuts. So he's actually quite busy munching away. And I've only brought the one lens. I don't have a long lens, so I can't zoom in and see him up there in the tree, or her. But he or she or both or many are quite busy. And I'm going to walk away from here so I don't get thumped by little bits of acorn. But ahead of me, there's a definite beech tree and lots of beautiful leaves on the ground. And we're going to see if we can get some colour and some atmosphere. Duke, you going to come? Yeah, come on then. Good boy. There's a nice little green here. A little bit of water there. The young beech tree still holding its leaves, and this lovely carpet of golden red leaves. There's a lot of green moss as well, and that's really nice to get. So I'm going to see if I can compose something with this without actually falling down this embankment. Accessibility, I'd rather be on the road and not clambering down here. But to be honest, if I get down there, the chances are the view will be slightly different and it won't look as good. So maybe just halfway down, maybe from here, But everything I'm doing today is going to be handheld as well. I'm not bringing the tripod with me. But yes, it does look nice. Good boy. Stay there, stay there. Oh, you're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah, good boy. There's your lead. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Now, should this be cropped in quite close, I reckon. I don't want to have too much around me. I've got two beautiful trees on either side of me to give me a bit of framing, but I think what I'll do is just zoom in on that. I may be looking down on it a bit too much and may not be looking so good. Right, I'm on F7. Make that F8. Make that F8. 400 ISO, because it is quite dull today. Make sure everything's in focus. Slightly underexposed, so just take that up to, it's a 15th of a second at F8, which is really slow for handheld. So what I'll do is I'll take the ISO up 500. Everything's in focus. My histogram looks good. I don't think it's the best image in the world. Right, if I stand up and put vertical and get the trees in as well, it actually looks a lot better. I say 15th still, so I want to take it up to, I'm going to 800 ISO, and I've just noticed I've got a branch coming in there, so I don't like that. So I'm going to get a bit lower down, maybe concentrate on a bit of colour and a fallen tree that's there. Without falling down, I hope. Are you going to go in that water? Are you? Not using a tripod is probably daft. Right, inside my viewfinder I can see that I've got everything from 3 meters to 10 meters in focus. These branches aren't quite 10 meters away, 3 meters away, so they won't be in focus. So I really want to take it down to about F11. Let's take it to F16. F16 says 2 meters to be on 10 meters. Unfortunately, that brings my speed back down, so I'm going to take my ISO back up, adjust my speed. So I really want to be about a 30th. ISO is really high. It's not going to look so good. It's still not right. Okay. Oops, bad mistake there. Right.
Calling Jeff.
No, don't. So my phone decided to make a phone call without me even saying anything. Ridiculous. Right, so 1.5 meters to infinity is in focus. I can see that as well with the cropping. Hey, that's somebody on the field on there. Right. That could be better. That could be a lot better. So I'm just going to bring it out a little bit. Okay. That's a bit better. But I do like this tree that's down. Let's have a look at it. So I'm interested in this log here and photographing that, the moss on it, the moss to the side. Not sure about the stick that's here. We'll see if that's loose and can pull that away. And then the water underneath, that's nice there. And some colour in the background. So I'll give that a go. Hey you, hey. Pardon me, burping away merrily. Slightly underexposed. I'm going to open up my ISO to about 2 meters in focus. Focus on that, so that's a massive amount of focus on there. Massively in focus. F10, 1600, take a picture. Again, if I had my tripod, I would have actually been able to do this without having such a high ISO. But that looks quite bright, so I'm going to take the ISO down, back down to about 1000. Yeah, it's still saying it's fine, so let's just take that, and guess what I got in there? Dog's head. Try it again. Right, what mistake I'm making here is the tip of this tree that's fallen is in line with that other tree. I'll just show you on here what I'm talking about. So that there is in line here. So I really want to adjust my position like that so that there's no connection between the two, and it's pretty more obvious what it is. I might have to zoom in a little bit like that. No idea if that's in focus for you yet. There we go. Right, what I'm doing as well is I'm avoiding a sticking into the edge of my screen. This one here. Oops, that one just fell off the tree. Just fell off the tree, it did. Right, got a lot of leaves below me, which is really nice for a foreground. Everything should be in focus. Take the picture. Have a wee look. Again, I don't have my glasses with me, so I'm assuming that's in focus. Let's zoom in. It looks good. Yeah. Let's move on. I've lost my dog though. For the dog that doesn't want to walk, he's gone away. Where are you, Duke? Come on, this way. So I'm looking at this tree here. It looks really nice. And it's misty beyond, which is beautiful. And the question is, do I take it in here and use these to frame it? There's a nice bar across the top as well, about there. Or do I just go forward of here and just get the tree on its own? I think I'm going to go for the tree on its own and use the blanket below and hopefully get... do I go for a vertical or do I go for a landscape? Or just a chunk of that tree there. Let's have a look. So coming in, that branch across does look a bit distracting. So I'll try and come a bit further forward so I can be underneath that and have that tree in all its glory. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah. So the issue that I've got is there's a lot of sky in there. And that burns out. And I do remember, I think it was Nigel Danson that was discussing this, and he said you get a line between the sky and the ground area, the trees, and that can be quite distracting. It also burns out the image, so maybe I need to concentrate a bit more without sky. We're going to take an image and see what it looks like and play about a little bit. So let's just have everything in focus. It should be so I can actually bring that f-stop down quite a bit. Let's take it back to my favourite f8, even though I don't even know if that's the best for this camera. I can adjust my speed again, so my exposure should be there. It's more exposing for the sky, so go for that. Get my horizontal right. Oh, we chimp. Yeah, it's looking very burnt out and not getting the effect I want. So we'll just wander on and see what else there is. Duke's not looking too happy. Duke, you're not very happy, are you? You just want to walk. Let's walk. Good boy. So I was looking around the woods here thinking, I need a character tree. And I spotted something over here. It looks quite interesting. It's not gnarly, it's just interesting. It's a fallen tree, that's why it looks different. This here, well, I can capture that. When I saw it up there, it just looked special. And yeah, it's special because it's fallen. It's the top of a tree down on the ground. And this colour beyond. Let's see. let's give it a go. Let's see what I can do. So this is how I saw it first. I'm trying to decide if that's a good view. There's too many trees in the way. Is it worth photographing? Actually, that looks quite interesting. Well, you're seeing it very wide. I'm looking at this section here. Let's see what I can do with that. What I'm seeing is the old trunk is coming out towards me. Actually, it's coming over towards where the camera is. So I can see a nice green, mossy trunk. And then the very intertwined branches, which are quite dark in this area here. I think it'd be good to have the branches quite dark and have the green showing up. So really probably want to spot meter on the green to get that the best I can. I've got a tree over here which is a bit annoying. Right. Yeah, I've got a tree kind of cutting in on what I want to photograph there. So let's zoom into the bottom, which has got the interest on it, and get my exposure back up, but not too far. Just adjust that a little bit, slightly underexposed. Get the branches to the top. I can see me cropping this to a square. I can do that right now, but I'll do it later. Well, that's interesting. Okay. There's a few leaves there. Don't know if it's going to do anything or not. Anyway, moving on. That's fine. Yeah, I know. Try to get the mistiness. Let's move on. Right, I've decided I'm going to move on from here. It's really nice, just not getting what I want. I keep seeing images like this, and then I think, is that any good? Am I in focus? That's better on that one there. Okay, not the best image. Too many trees, that's better. I think. Right, let's go back. Come on then, let's go. Are you coming? You wanting to carry the tripod? Are you wanting to carry the tripod? That camera's on, it's supposed to be filming me walking away. You're a pest. How am I supposed to do B-roll when all you want to do is carry the tripod? Eh? Come on then. No filming me walking away through these lovely trees. Nope. So that's a track heading to the house. I walked up heading to the road there, and it walks right up to the top of the wall and then drops away. It's like a ha-ha. So I had to come back around this way. Yeah. So moving on, see if I find something else. It's not quite as misty as I would have liked, and I couldn't really get a composition where I was. It's a nice old cottage here. And couldn't get a composition that I wanted, I would have liked. So just move elsewhere. Maybe I'll find a nice, beautiful tree that I could take a photograph of. Right, there's a nice colourful section here, but you know what? I'm actually going to turn back because, oops, the camera's loose, you see, because my doggy needs some treats, and the shop that sells said treats closes in 10 minutes, and we're about 10 minutes away. So as I head back out of this area, heading back to the main road and the village I live in, where the pet shop is. I'm going to say thank you for watching. It probably wasn't that interesting this week, but it's all about getting out and taking pictures. So please get out, take pictures and have fun. But before you do so, remember to subscribe to the channel, click the bell and get notified of my infrequent postings. And of course, you can always put a like down if you find it moderately interesting. Thanks very much and speak to you later.